I have a lot of stories sitting in my folders or in my notebooks or in my creative journal, going nowhere. And they're just sitting there, and sometimes I'll abandon them, sometimes I'll put them away in a folder called Do Not Use. But some stories I know by reading it and working on it that there is something special in this, even if no publisher wants it right now. Those are stories that I totally believe in. I like the writing, even if it's my own writing, obviously. But there is a difference, though. So there are some stories where you will not be satisfied with the writing. So I'll keep thinking, oh no, these lines don't work, or I need a different word here, or something in the structure is not working, or I don't know what I'm trying to tell in this story. So I'll keep working on it and working on it, or rewriting it, but not editing it. So I'll be rewriting it from scratch over and over again. But some stories, I know they're working. I know, yeah, okay, there might be a few cosmetic changes to make down the line, but the story structure, the meaning of the story, the words, the layout, all of that is working. And all it needs is another person on the other side who says, oh yeah, I can see what you're doing here, I would like to buy this book. But until then, that story will be sitting in my folder, and I'm constantly figuring out, ooh, who will this go to? Maybe this is more of like this, or maybe I can do that with that, or maybe I can expand that story into a longer chapter book, from a picture book, or from a chapter book to a novel. I did that once with a short story I wrote for a magazine, and I thought, ooh, this idea really has legs and doesn't want to fit into a short story. I finished the short story, it got published, but then I expanded the world out and understood what this character wanted, and I finished a novel. Not that it got published, but I'm very happy with it, and that's the most important thing, because there are so many stories sitting in my folder that I won't show anybody because it's not done yet. It needs the time. It probably needs a different me with different skill sets, craft skill sets, to do something with it. But if there's a kernel of an idea, I'll just leave it there until I'm ready to go back to it. Sometimes it just needs time. I need like a week to work on it, and I don't have a free week, then I probably won't open it. So there are different reasons why some stories get out there and some stories still languish in folders and notebooks. How about you? Do you have stories that you work on constantly, and do you have stories that you put away? Let